podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Explain one more time. The problem is, though, you don't know who you fucking with.
Buck roll.
Who am I? The baddest man on the planet. Ain't got a right hand for any man, don't understand it. What I don't understand is how we got up off the canvas. After the standard 8 count, I'm a Caleb Planner. Sweet hands, look at him. He in the wrong corner looking for someone to tag me. And I count his jab with an overhand right. Good night, back to the canvas. James Tony, lights out, knockdowns and flashes. I see you made it past the gatekeepers, and that's good. Hope you a plate cleaner, you eating with a savage. Have him thinking it's Margarito hands wrapped in plastic. Cruising through weight classes, undisputed Evander. You know that I'm major. Hit him one time, have him dancing like Frazier. Knock him off the ring, through the ropes, off the apron, and there's no greater feeling than when my blunts is hitting like Ernie Shavers. Sugar Ray catches clay, you talking about the greatest. Took 2 losses, but still I'm stainless. Floyd in the late rounds, I can't do it. Sugar in the tank, Davis, baby, what? Who am I? Baddest man on the planet. Who am I? The baddest man on the planet. Who am I? The baddest man on the planet. You got it right here for any man who don't understand it. Who am I? Baddest man on the planet. Who am I? The baddest man on the planet. Who am I? The baddest man on the planet. You got it right.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. We are your morning show. What it do? Gentlemen, what's going on? Looks like Deontay Wilder continues to dominate the news. And, his back and forth drama with Tyson Fury, Bob Arum, Shelly Finkel, and Frank Warren is really all that we can talk about. Yesterday, we reported on how the fight was no longer happening. And yesterday, Shelly Finkel came out and spoke to Steve Kim and told him that they are fighting the Trilogy and they will fight in December, anywhere, anytime. So, as far as contracts expiring, Shelly Finkel told ESPN something like, and I'm going to get the right quote here, but he basically says something like, Bob is entitled to his opinion. So he must have a contract.
That's exactly it.
He must have a contract that states something totally different. Do me, but good morning. What's going on, gentlemen? It's freezing here in Jersey. What the hell is going on? None of my offers got accepted. They're trying to keep me in Jersey. What's up? I need them. I need that love. I need that energy. Send me that energy. I got a few offers out there. I need them to accept, because if this snow falls, I'm done. I'm done.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough.
Yo, frostbite don't gotta touch you, bruh. It gets you. It gets you.
Yeah. Ness gets sad when he sees snow from his front house and shit. But I could imagine my man Francis out there. He get hit with blizzards, yo. What up, Francis?
Francis
What's up, man?
is good. It's
cold
not
up
cold
here.
over there, bruh. He
What?
good.
Yo, I've been to Canada like twice, and it's cold up there during the cold season. I never been up there like summertime.
Yeah, we talking minus 20, minus 25.
What? Yo,
with the wind chill.
That's bananas, man. Listen,
Yeah.
before we get all into it, let me do a quick shout out to my man Ryan O'Rourke. Ryan definitely stepped up, showing his Patreon love and upgraded without necessity. He didn't win any pick'em leagues or nothing like that. Just showing love and appreciation, and we truly appreciate that. And yeah, that was a shot to you pick'em league winners. Where your upgrades at, man? What the Yo, Wilder says it's going down, is according to Shelly Finkel. Gentlemen, what's up, man? Like, why every day it's something new about this? It's like a pancake. It keep flip-flopping on one side. Like, nah, it's not brown enough this way. Let me flip it on the other side, because is it happening? Is it not happening? Fury got 5 opponents. They're saying Rivas is a front runner. We didn't even talk about that yesterday, and I'm glad, because today at least we know that Rivas is a front runner. And listen, That's not the fight I want, but that ain't a bad tune-up. I mean, that's not Ottawa Violin. That's not Tom Schwartz. I don't mind if Rivas is the tune-up if what Frank and Bob is saying is true. But according to Shelly, that is not true. And I'm just thinking to myself, guys, is this just a sick, twisted way of building up the fight?
Nah, I think Shelly and Bob pulled out the lupas, and they're each reading the fine print in the contract, and one saying this and one saying that. But and look, obviously there's stuff in the contract that helps each fighter in its own way, and Bob's a lawyer, right? He knows about this stuff pretty good. So, and Shelly's been doing this for a while. I don't even know if Shelly knows. Was he a lawyer too? I mean, I don't know, but. What I do know is that they know contracts. They've been dealing with contracts for years and years and years. So, as far as him saying that, Shelly Finkel saying, he's entitled to his opinion. I just see that as a back and forth, going through the contracts. Maybe their lawyers or their team telling them that this is what they can do and this is what they can demand or whatnot. But I mean, at the end of the day, it would be nice, to see that trilogy. It would be nice. And we spoke about the importance of AJ versus Tyson Fury, and how glamorous and great that fight is, and is it more important than the trilogy? But if the contract stated that the trilogy is should be had first, then right is right. We just got to come out with some solid, hey, this is what it says in the contract, instead of, he's entitled for his opinion. Kind of left me in the air a little bit.
Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm saying good morning to everybody. Good afternoon, good night, wherever you are around the world. Thank you for tuning in, with us right now. And with this topic right here, listen, man. I told y'all yesterday, and I still believe it. There's no way Shelly Finkel can drop the ball on the multi-million-dollar contract, just letting it expire. Bob Arum, being a lawyer, he knows how to twist and manipulate scenarios, narratives, stories in order to get his way, especially get in the media. He's always accessible to the media. He gives a lot of hot takes, a lot of one quoters and stuff like that you can make it as like a headline for a story. So that makes Bob Arum likable to the media, so he can turn the narrative. Shelly Finkel is in the background. You really don't hear from Shelly Finkel. You really don't see Shelly Finkel like that. But he working. He's been doing this for a very long time. That's why Deontay Wilder entrusts him. And then you have Heyman on top of it, who is another business stud, so to speak, whose resume speaks for itself. There's no way. And as you can tell right here, Shelly Finkel said everybody's entitled to their opinion. Clearly, Bob Arum, you're entitled to your opinion, but we got to fight. Let's not worry about no rematches and no tune-ups and all like that. Let's get right to it.
Shelly said, anytime, anywhere. We'll face him anytime, anywhere, any place. I mean,
so there's no firing should happen of Shelly Finkel. There's no firing of anybody. It should just be, let's put this fight on. Let's sit down at the table, and get this fight done.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's probably. I don't know if you did you have any quotes out of that ESPN with Steve Kim?
Yeah, I sent them to you guys there. Everything is there, both from TalkSport and ESPN. So there's substantial amount of evidence for both sides. The problem is the evidence is coming from both sides. We need boxing scene is usually good at getting their hands on contracts, and we really need that. I don't know.
Let me read some of these quotes from ESPN article. This was from Tyson. He said, "We couldn't get an appropriate date until it was next year. Tyson said. No, I want to fight in December, and so that's what we arranged in England," Arum told ESPN. As for Wilder and the clause for the third meeting, Arum said simply, "We had a contract, but it expired."
Keep reading. Keep reading. The one that Supermax just highlighted for you. You don't see that?
No, I just had them ready already, but if you want, I'll just look at the text. Yeah, that's the one I was reading next.
Okay.
Deontay and I would like to have the next fight as planned against Fury. We'll fight him any date, any place, Finkel said. When asked if Fury Wilder 3 could take place in the first half of 2021, Arum said, "Sure. Kubrat Pulev is going to knock out Anthony Joshua. Then Wilder's the best opponent next up for Fury." Pulev, well, if you wanted me to give it substance, but if not, I could go to the next quote. He says, "It's the biggest fight in the history of English boxing," said Arum, who said that particular matchup would land wherever it's the most lucrative to make it happen. Yeah, wherever it's most lucrative. What, goes back to the Saudi Arabia? You know, who's paying up? I mean, I'm pretty sure if it happened, it would go to probably England, right? That's where it would make the most history. It is the biggest fight in English history.
I think they stalling. I think they stalling for some type of live gate, man. They're trying to get some type of crowd to make the back end money. So that's what he's probably suggesting in the back end. Tyson Fury's like, listen, let me fight one of these guys. You know what I mean, to stay busy while they sort out how they're going to seat fans and have them in the arena safely and have a fight. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, there's already locations that's accepting fans that in the U.S. That's why I don't understand, you know, what's the big deal.
To mention Florida, right? Florida was one of them, I think.
I mean, Texas. I mean,
Texas.
Why can't you just do what Earl and them are doing? You know what I mean?
And well, Supermax on the Super Chat says Shelly said, quote unquote, would like that fight next. That tells me exactly what I need to know. He never said the fight is next. Fury has moved on. Damn.
He's always said it like that.
Yeah, I mean, he can't control Fury, so he's saying we would like that fight next. Now, if Fury decides to move on, that's on them, but I bet you there'll be litigations. You know, there's a rematch clause.
That's a fact. And that's one of the quotes I got to give Gareth Davis from the UK. He came on and said that, you know, that's pretty much where he feels like the situation is going, is to the courthouse. You know what I mean? Litigation, they're going to go have to settle it in dispute in court based on the contract and how everything is proceeding right now.
Man.
And nobody wants to see that, man. We want to see the fight.
Yeah, nah. I mean,
that would put both of them on the shelf, so to speak, no?
Well, I mean, I don't think Tyson waits around.
I mean, Tyson is not waiting. You know, he's talking about getting a top 15 WBC guy. And we spoke about it yesterday, but didn't elaborate at all. You know, when you think of the top 15, they're all decent, man. I mean, I don't think there's someone in there that we don't favor, right? I mean, obviously, the bottom, it'll be Fishy, and maybe they get the shot first. Both of them are signed to Top Rank. Ajit Kababel, which is AJ's sparring partner, and F.A. Ajagba, both signed to Top Rank. K. Kimura might not take it if he believes that you know, Ajagba could possibly beat Fury in the future if he just had enough time with him. You know? Charles Martin is there. Now, that's PBC. Derek Chisora is there, but he's busy with Usyk. Joe Joyce is there, but he's busy with Dubois. Michael Hunter, always available, free agent. Hergovich, tied up and with Dazn. Oscar Rivas, again, available. And allegedly with Top Rank. Not completely sure yet. Dubois, busy with Joyce. Parker, busy with Fa. White, busy with Povetkin. Ruiz, busy with Reynoso. Ortiz, busy with somebody we never heard of, and I think is Alexander. Usyk, busy with Chisora. Deontay, you know, busy with Fury or whatever happens. But, you know, Top 15 ain't bad. None of them names ain't bad. Now, do they pull a fast one and say, oh, we want a top 15? And then all of a sudden, crap hits the fan and it's like, well, everyone's busy, so we had to get a 25 guy. And you didn't even offer Hunter, the number 10, Charles Martin, the number 13, Rivas, the number 8, F.A. and Ajit Cababel. Do you skip over those guys and go into something deeper?
What's up with this Otto Wallen?
Exactly. Otto Wallen came out. He wants his rematch, but, does he really deserve it? You want to give his quotes out, Doomy?
Yeah. Let me just get him ready. But, yeah, I think he does. Look, who wouldn't want to see Tyson Fury in there? Look, we saw Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz twice, So it's like, why wouldn't we want to see Otto Wallen in there, and maybe this time around since
you read the first one or you got it?
No, go ahead, read the first one.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So it goes like this. I deserve a rematch based on my performance against Fury last year, said Wallen, who had fought just one round in 18 months when he staged his near upset. I did much better against Fury than Wilder did. Better than anybody who has faced Fury. I'm ready to take Wilder's place. I've been working very hard since the last year, and I believe I've improved with the experience from fighting Fury, and with all the work I've put in since that fight.
Let's go, champ. Now, you're going to tell me that the both of you weren't like, for a half a second, like, yo, is Tyson gonna lose? That's the only time we've really had Tyson's been in a fight where we really seen him in trouble. Like, why wouldn't I want to see if that can be duplicated now that he's like 100% and he's, because he claims that he was only 50%. I was half the man. So if he's 100% the man now, I would like to see if Otto Wallen's the real deal or he was just facing a half a man.
There's a second part of the quote. I don't know if you want me to continue.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
It says Otto is en route to being heavyweight champion of the world, said Salida. He gave Tyson Fury the hardest fight of his life by punches landed and damage administered inside the ring. Now, with having fought in August, he's ready to jump on this opportunity and prove he's the best in the world. End quote by Salito.
Now, how do you grade Otto Wallen's last performance with Kaufman?
Dimitri Salita.
Yeah, Salita. Sorry. My apologies, Mr. Salita.
This is okay, my friend. No, but
he's not Russian. He's not Russian.
I know. It was just
Jewish.
Dimitri, it just...
He's from Brooklyn. Look,
hey, now listen.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Otto Wallen's last performance, Francis. What do you think, man? Against Kaufman. Was it? Did he excite you? Was it something that you were like, okay? No.
Yeah, let's do it. No. It was okay.
You think it's his opponent? It was because of his opponent. Styles make fights. Kaufman looked like he was a little out of shapey. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like he was in shape, even though he said he was.
He's coming off the back of it. He had tested positive for COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was doing some recovery, so he wasn't really training for 14 days. And then you add before he was probably training like that, and then he got a fight and jump in it. Yeah, he did okay. Does he deserve a shot at Tyson Fury after that fight? Absolutely not.
Yeah, but who? All right. So you would definitely want to see Oscar Rivas and the other lot that they mentioned. As to
the thing about it is that with that whole situation is that Oscar Rivas is so short. Like he's a smaller heavyweight.
Yo, but isn't that what you need though? Ain't that what you need versus a tall dude? Stay low on that Joe Frazier. Get on the inside. Boom.
Yeah.
Bring the shots over the top.
The reason why is because a taller dude, you generate more power when you're punching down than when you're punching up.
That's facts. I'm just saying, it's facts.
So when he connects on the top of Rivas' head with one of them hooks, when he ducks down, he's going to sleep.
Check it. You're super right. But like Mike Tyson, right? Mike
Yeah.
Tyson was the short guy, peekaboo style. You don't have to have the peekaboo style, but every now and then, like you get these guys that are shorter than you that give you hell. You know what I'm saying? That know how to cut in feint and avoid that power jab that he'll probably be trying to keep him at the end of. And I think Oscar Rivas has enough aggression. I just don't think he has enough experience with those top
No,
guys.
it's not experience. You just don't have enough power, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, like he got power, but you don't have enough power. Like if you gotta be a size of like a Mike Tyson and perform, you gotta have some type of exceptional power. Your power gotta be exceptional. That when you hit somebody, they're afraid. That's the type of power that
what, Mike Tyson. Every time I use
you at that height, it's frightening.
Every time, hell yeah. But I think I use Mike Tyson too often. Every time I use that, like you're like, yo, you gotta really be hitting hard for me to mention Mike Tyson. But like guys like Joe Frazier, guys that would just kind of slip in and and throw these power shots on the inside. I guess we need a guy like that. But for the most part, man, these giants, dude, is gonna be Deontay, Fury, Joshua, Poole. Those giants are the ones that like really can like be on the same, I guess, barometer as far as like physical. You know what I'm saying? The length, tall.
But do I think Rivas would give him a good fight? Yeah, of course he will.
He gets stopped
He's
or what?
athletic. Who, Rivas? No, he won't get stopped.
All right.
He won't get stopped.
Well, damn, that's
because he's very well conditioned. I gotta give him that. He's very well conditioned in almost every fight that he's in. He's in phenomenal shape. You know what I mean? He's built to go 12, 15 rounds. It's just whether or not he can hurt his opponent or make his opponent like fear exchanging with him. Yeah. If that happens, then yeah. But can he? And he has a boxing background too. So if him, but the thing about it is that him boxing a fighter like Fury with that reach advantage is almost impossible. He got to do something different.
Yeah, look, the reach and the height and the weight. It's just that Fury's a big guy, bro, and I think there's only a very few amount of fighters.
I mean, the truth is that Dillian White was handling Oscar until he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So
he was, yeah.
How well is Rivas gonna do versus Fury is really hard to tell, but I think that he'll make it at least an exciting fight with his come forward nature, and hopefully Mark Ramsey makes him adapt a little more side to side movement. You know what I mean? Get out the way of them jabs. But is that your top? Listen, I think that Michael Hunter has a better storyline. And again, this is only going based off if this is truly no trilogy happening, and we're gonna follow these reports of an alleged fight possibly taking place. Then Michael Hunter has a good storyline. He just posted on.
You know what? But yo, wait.
You're not taking that fight.
Why, Francis?
Huh? You're not taking that fight because Michael Hunter is. Tyson Fury for a tune-up, he's not taking Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter is too much of a good heavyweight in terms of his boxing skill, his foot movement.
Who the last person Hunter knocked down? At least Rivas just knocked down White.
I hear you, but this is what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying, you trying to say Tyson would be more afraid of Hunter than he would of Rivas.
I'm gonna explain why. Because you got to remember something. Most often, Tyson Fury chooses to box. Michael Hunter is I wouldn't say he's a very good boxer at the heavyweight division. And he has decent power. I feel like just boxing ability is going to give Tyson Fury a lot of fits, because if he's not knocking out or putting fear in Michael Hunter is going to keep coming. And he has the footwork and the hand speed to keep up with Tyson Fury and dip and bend at the waist. You see it against Povetkin.
Call him the Predator.
Bounty, man. He on the bounty. And Tyson Fury, I don't think gonna have the power to really trouble Michael Hunter, and that's gonna make it an interesting fight. That's a style versus Tyson not taking that fight. You don't want no part of the bounty hunter. No part.
I mean, look, man.
Not to mess up the pot.
Yeah. Nah, and look, Hunter does pretty good with tall guys, but I just don't. I'm not gonna go out here and say that Tyson's scared, but like,
Oh, he's scared.
it's an in between fight. You know, if it was just like that is the in between fight, I don't know if they would take it. But you know, Tyson's always surprising us, man. Tyson Fury is always surprising us. I mean, he surprised the hell out of us with the whole game plan when he came out, and you know, he TKO'd Wilder. So I wouldn't be surprised if he said, you know, yeah, I'll fight him. You know, it's just that, you know, he could get injured. He could get really beat on. You know, he had those cuts already from out of Wallen. And I wonder, right, if anybody even thinks about that, you know, targeting those because doesn't he have like a mesh in there or something still?
Ooh.
Tyson Fury from the cuts he received in out of Wallen fight.
Yeah, sort of, kind of. I think he might by now. It should have been like out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would see Tyson Fury fighting Efe Jabba over Michael Hunter.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to send them in there, bro.
That's so serious.
No.
I'm trying to
Too
tell you.
early.
I can see that. I can see that, but
Hell yeah.
I think that the report ends up saying that they turned it down, and Tyson ends up going with Ajit Kababel.
Right.
You know?
See?
He's already fought Chisora and beat Chisora, I believe, a long time ago in Monaco, maybe. I haven't Googled it, but I'm pretty sure. And then he's AJ's sparring partner, and he's not a threat. Now, he is unknown. It is the worst option. Even FA's more known to Americans. You know, Hunter, Rivas. I don't even know that Rivas is known, but he did do the ESPN Brian Jennings knockout, then went to the UK. So he's a little more global, whereas Ajit is just known in the UK and to us hardcores in the US. But I don't think that FA, under the tutelage of K. Karoma, takes a Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah, you was right, man.
On their second
right.
fight together. I don't see it. Like, Doomy, you are a coach. Would
Beat
you?
Chisora.
All right. You're a coach. Would you go in there if you were FA's coach and you just trained? He just came to you from Ronnie Shields. He just came to you from PBC. All these new elements. Are you saying, hell yeah, let's jump on this WBC shot? He's only what, 24, 25? The kid's mad
man,
young.
he ain't ready, man. Something beating like that could really, really destroy his career. Not ready. He's not ready. You know,
Yo,
we gotta
in 20 bouts, he's only going 98 rounds. In 20 bouts.
Who, FA?
25. What's
Kajabel?
Yeah, Kajabel, yeah.
Nah, I mean, look, he's got a little experience. What other notable names on his resume?
My man's name is Ajit.
No, Ajit Kababel. Ajit Kababel, something like
Yeah,
that.
not really. No, I don't know none of these guys. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
So big.
Yo, why does this look like Manuel Char nephew?
So big his name is Chisora then.
Yeah, by
Okay.
far.
Okay. Hey man.
And Rudinko? I don't let me see this guy. I wonder if this is who.
Rudinenko?
Yeah.
Andre,
Wow.
what's the first name? Let me pull it up. I'm sorry.
Andre.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's a Euro dude.
From the Ukraine, yeah.
He-
From the
I
Ukraine.
believe doesn't it say that Lucas Brown from Australia beat him, who actually also wants a shot at Tyson Fury.
Fury beat him. Zilly Zhang,
Okay.
Zhao Zhang.
Yeah.
Beat him.
Lucas wants a shot at Tyson. Did you see his post on
Yeah,
social
but
media? I mean, listen, Ottawa Wallen was gonna fight him, and that's a tune-up. Lucas Brown's a tune-up.
Listen,
know?
this guy.
You get a stoppage on Lucas if you Tyson. That's a tune-up.
That's your theory that you came up with is a good
on
theory.
ESPN, 2 white dudes, 1 white dude, all these tattoos, bruh. That's MMA all over. I smell MMA on that matchup.
Yo, why you gotta make it seem like
Yeah,
only
Yo,
white people in
They
MMA?
gonna
Yo, all the champs is
Bro,
from Africa, right?
why
now.
you saying only? I'm just saying they got a higher demographic. You know that. Prove me wrong. Show me that it's 50-50.
Do you know the demographics in the Asian Pacific? Come on,
Doggy,
check.
show me that it's different. Pull up UFC demographic ratings. Go ahead. I've done this already. Pull it up.
Nah, dog. We staying on boxing this morning. And look, and if you want that,
Cut it.
you get excited for Lucas Brown.
I
I'm
don't.
not, man.
I'm just selling it for TV.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you, but like as far as FA goes, too early. No way if I'm Kimura, do I want to just throw him in there with the giant? Nah, chill, Chizzy. But anybody else that wants to take a shot like that? I mean, you said Herkovich is tied up, right? Yeah, man. It's really, I guess, if you want to face a guy in the top 15, there you go. That's your top 15, and that's at least he's given us that. So kudos.
Charles Martin is not going to take that fight because he's trying to get in line to be mandatory for the IBF. FA Jabba probably not. You said turn down the fight. I think this dude.
No. I ain't say he turned it down. I'm saying he probably will turn it down because he just got with a new trainer. I ain't say he did though.
Wait a minute. So do I get paid though, Francis? Like if I'm Charles Martin, I'm like, all right, I'm trying to put myself in line for this mandatory, but
no, he is. I think he's number 1. Let me look.
Charles Martin is like
Fury
12.
comes along and says, hey,
like number 2.
What do you mean? To who? To who? What? To where? Charles?
Yeah. Charles is number 2 in the IBF ranking. He's behind Kubrat Pulev.
But we got to go by WBC. Can't go by IBF. You got to go by WBC because Tyson Fury.
What the argument? The conversation was Charles Martin won't take the Tyson Fury fight because he's in line for the IBF.
But that's what I'm saying. That makes no sense. He's in line for the IBF, but the IBF champ is AJ, who they're rumored to be going to fight or wanting to fight Fury. So why wouldn't you be Charles, like the number 12, I think, on the WBC and be like, hell yeah, I'll take that shot and cut the line at a title shot
13.
right now at a more prestigious title. I mean, let's just be real. It's WBC all day.
Whoa, but it wouldn't be it would be for him.
It would be.
That's what I thought. I thought they would make a fight and they wouldn't put him as a title fight. They would just make it as a non-title bout.
Dog, the report is...
But you're right. No, I'm just saying when I thought about it.
I'm just reading the report.
I was with you, Francis.
I'm reading the report, and the report is Tyson Fury to defend his title on December 5th in the UK. This is in the UK. So I said America by mistake. The reports are that he's going back home to fight. So, maybe Lucas does make sense because he got flattened by White out there. But we do have to rethink things. It is in the UK.
UK champs. And somebody named Christoph, it's like, nah, my man Christoph Harrison on the super chat says Fury, once a crackhead, always a crackhead. Oh, damn. Christoph Harrison, you are definitely rooting for the other side. Yeah, that was it right there, Champ and Lamp.
Shinobi.
You could Shinobi. Who else, man? Who else could possibly fill in this?
Nobody.
This in between.
Nobody. Wilder. Pause. That's all we want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing else about no in between. Cut that out. We're gonna cut that narrative out. I'm gonna cut that narrative out.
Yo, this Fury fight, Luis Ortiz.
No, Luis already got a fight.
No, he got to fight. And that's what I'm saying. Why are you gonna share the pot? They already cutting Wilder out. Why are they gonna share the pot with PBC again? That's why it's something. It's gonna be something that's UK friendly, not US friendly.
Usyk's busy too, right? With Chisora, right?
Usyk with Chisora, yeah. We just went down that list, champion.
When's that date?
Chisora? October something. October something. Ain't it about to come up?
Bro.
30?
Why are we not getting enough noise on that?
I don't know. Let me double check if it's that date.
I wonder how the UK. Yeah, I wonder how the UK is receiving this.
You checking it, Francis?
Yeah, I'm checking it.
All right.
UK must be getting a lot of promotion on this, man. I mean, it's
31st.
Look at that. It's right around the corner. That's on Halloween Bash. I should be hearing some crazy shit out here in the
States. Same date as Tank. They're just earlier.
Oh.
Tank's on the 31st too. Showtime pay-per-view.
Him too. He should be doing this Halloween shit. He should come out with the motherfucking whole monsters and shit. If I was him, I'd do some crazy shit. Yo, take advantage of the holiday Dia de los Muertos. Nah, that's another day, but y'all know what I mean. Yeah. Anything.
So
Yeah.
that should be a good fight. It was announced late, so they didn't get much promotion on Doomy. It was announced late, the Chisora and Usyk fight, but the pro the promotion on it has been pretty good between the fighters. They've been doing a lot of skits and stuff on social media,
True.
engaging everybody and kind of keeping everybody
You're
up.
right.
Derek,
You're right. I
I'm
forgot about that.
coming.
That is true. I mean, yeah, that's true. I was just I guess thinking about more on TV or, just like at a game or something, but this stuff is happening. This fight's happening in the UK's, right?
Yeah, with the pandemic and stuff like that. If the promotional company haven't bought TV rights to run a commercial or 30-second commercial, they don't have no fans in the stand. So it's like here or there, right?
Nah, it's bland as fuck. Now, if we get back to the meat of the topic, though, man, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, is this fight really gonna happen or is it not, man? I mean, you kind of cryptically kind of decoded whatever Shelly had said, right? And we would like, Super Mex super chatted today said we would like that fight next. So it's like, are these any real hints as to what really is going on, or we're just waiting for the final answer that's gonna freaking have us on our edge of our seats and the usual promotion tactic of Bob Arum and maybe Shelly Finkel conspiracy? True. Dun, dun, dun.
I definitely want to get to some sort of resolution. This everyday back and forth. He's lying. Let you believe them. I believe that. Someone needs to kind of hook us up here. Fight
night, fight weekend, man. I'm excited. Very, very excited.
Fight weekend.
That's a fight that we know we got for sure.
Yes.
Loma versus Tio, man. Man, I got to see both of the episodes too. I don't know if you fellas caught.
I did. Yes, I did. Yo. Oh my God.
I really was
dropped
like
the pre-pro. I dropped a little something in the pre-pro. I don't know if you guys checked it out. Go look at
Hell
it.
yeah, when he was crying, when he said him and his father ain't the same no more.
Yeah, bro. Like, we got to see like a whole bunch on the inside. I got to see my paisano eat some baleadas.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my Hondureños, Centroamericanos, bro. Chill, chizzy. He was like, this is a staple. I'm like, yes, it is. It was, blood, sweat, and tears. I like it. I like it, bro.
I ain't like the voice. It was such a fake Lee Schreiber voice. They were trying. It's like they purposely went out to try and find a voice like his, right? Or am I just making this up?
I don't know. I think you just really like Schreiber's voice.
Really? Y'all didn't hear a fake Lee in there? All right.
Nah, I was enjoying the production.
You know what? I didn't think of it. I'll go back and listen to it again, though. But I like the overall production of it. Like, they brought us inside the crib. He had his whole family there. Loma out there freaking deep sea fishing and shit. With
Loma and his dad, though?
Yeah, Anatoly. Shout out to the Loma team. Look, man, this is going to be a great fight, man. They're giving it to us, before the year ends.
For free.
It's amazing. Like, it's amazing, man. And Big Super Max didn't wait too long to go, jump in and hit me with a jab. Don't be too excited for this weekend, Dooms. Bro, you and Machine Gun hitting push-ups. I hit my push-ups. You know what I'm saying? You actually motivated me. I've been, 2 days on now that I'm actually doing 30 minutes of something. So get ready, champ. It's your turn. Nah, look. And these are the fights that are already made, locked and loaded. I'm excited. I wonder how the odds are gonna be looking like too, man. This is gonna be crazy, bro.
I'm gonna give you some of the odds, right? Actually,
my country, everybody in my country gonna be on the edge of these seats. I know it.
This is mass. You know what's so funny? Like, shout out to Coach Kevin Cunningham. He put out a tweet. I didn't take a caption of it, but he said something which was amazing. He said, if your paisan, if Teofimo, the Takeover, Lopez, El Brooklyn is able to beat Lomachenko, overnight superstar. And you know what? I fucking agree with him. Overnight superstar.
Oh, and look, through the both episodes, you see Lomachenko doing his workouts. You see the precision and the overall, like, I guess, super planning of Anatoly and shit. The way he trains Loma and everything. He's in shape. He's in shape. I just think Teofimo was just a little bit quicker, hit a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? And he's up next in line, but I'm not for 1 second saying this is gonna be just a 1-2-3 fight. You know what I'm saying?
Like this.
But then again, that right hand land like it hit Comey.
Put it like this. Let me tell you something. Anytime they exchange, anytime Lomachenko and Lopez exchange, whether it's left hook or jab, you're gonna see the difference in power. And I guarantee if they exchange and hit left hooks for hooks, somebody's Lomachenko's getting knocked out.
Yo, man. And is there...
Lomachenko is getting knocked out. Remember, I tell you that. Just like what they did with Comey in that exchange.
So you're going to do one of these crazy parlays and shit with him getting KO'd?
You already know it, man.
Yo,
I'm on it. Listen, I'm looking right now. As we talking, like what's the odds? Because as it gets closer to the fight, they change. They get a lot closer depending on the matchup, right? With all the storylines and all that lead up and stuff like that. It affects it.
Man, yo, who sent that picture of Wilder? Was it somebody on the pre-pro? I don't know where I saw that. He still had like that Dike dent on his head. Yo, the internet's crazy, man. That's what I'm saying. There's so much like mystique around this trilogy that it's like they've had us thinking about the craziest stuff. Man. And
see,
the fight scheduled to December 5th. We're rolling already into November pretty soon,
Look how close the odds got now. It's minus 400 for Lomachenko to win. Plus 300 for Lopez to win.
So who's the favorite?
2 weeks ago,
Who's the favorite?
Loma. But it's only, but it's only like it's just 100 separating the two. Like Loma's minus 400, and Tio is plus 300.
So I bet 100. I get 3 for Tio. Ah, man, that's not bad.
That's not bad. What are you talking about?
You're going up against the pound for pound.
You got to bet 400 to win $100 for Lomachenko.
Yo, say that for Friday, fellas. Say that for Friday.
Call you. He couldn't help himself, man. We needed to see the odds now and see how they shift when the fight day comes, if they do at all.
But it might go down on Friday. We'll see. We got a base now.
Again, we're like a month and 2 weeks away from this fight. That was scheduled between Wilder and Fury, right? So it's like, how much more time do you got to be saying stuff out here in the news reports, and how much more time do you really have, to not let the fans know what exactly to do? Am I planning this fight? Am I going to have a fight party? Am I traveling to my cousin's house for this? Like, what am I doing? I need to know. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to wait too long. And if I start to see this not get a clear answer pretty soon, I'm going to start just to think that it's not going to happen this year. And they might as well should have just said that, right? Yeah, no, seriously, because like, how much longer are you going to not say that the fight is on? It's December 5th.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
No, you got to promote the fight. You know what I'm saying? You got to.
You talking Furies if it happens?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the UK, right? It's gonna be a homecoming, so they probably not banking on needing that much promotion because there isn't an audience anyway, right? So it's gonna be a homecoming studio fight. So
on BT Sports.
On BT. How much promotion
build it up and stuff, yeah.
How much promotion do you need? They could promote it and maximize, but will they? I don't know, man. All this just seems so weird, Shelly's still saying that Bob's entitled to his opinion. He must have a version of a contract there that states something completely different. My thing is, why not just prove that? Kill all this silence. That's what I'm saying. Is this some sick, twisted way of building the Wilder Fury trilogy?
Yo, well, let me tell you, Super Mex right now came back with another jab. Good point, Doomy. December 5th is less than 8 weeks away. Hell yeah, man. Trying to chill.
So we just got a late submission to add to some conspiracies. Let's see.
Yeah, I spoke to Shelly as well. I know you did too. And he said that he spoke to Deontay. Deontay is very disappointed, and all he wants to do is fight Fury, and he'll fight him anytime, any place. And Shelly's going to try hard to keep this alive, but I don't see it happening. I think the ship has sailed at this point, and hopefully, Wilder will get his crack another time. I think he deserves it. But I don't think this is necessarily the worst scenario for Deontay right now, because I don't see what he could have done after that 7-round thrashing.
So, according to him, it sounds like what Shelly is telling him is like that they still want to fight, but maybe that contract is expired. Now, again, there's a lot for you to assume there. I could play it back and you can hear it. And again, all we can do is come up with an assumption based off what he said and
Call it playback.
assume that, he say, because he's not coming out and saying Shelly said the contract expired, but
Yeah, I spoke to Shelly as well. I know you did too. And he said that he spoke to Deontay. Deontay is very disappointed, and all he wants to do is fight Fury, and he'll fight him anytime, any place. And Shelly's going to try hard to keep this alive, but I don't see it happening. I think the ship has sailed at this point.
try hard to keep this alive. So something is
Wow.
wrong. Something
See
is
this
wrong.
happening.
Wow.
Ken Stone on the super chat says Loma goes down as an all-time great lightweight after this. Shout out to you, Ken Stone. But again, did it really mean that Wilder? I mean, is Wilder's really? Is this fight really not going to happen? I mean, he spoke to Shelly. This is a credible source. The ship has sailed. Damn. Has it sailed? Has it truly sailed? Or is Shelly Finkel holding on to, the last hair,
Yeah, is he?
last strand of hair in Rapunzel's promotion over here? No, but look, we're not going to get a definitive answer to somebody like Shelly or Bob Arum actually comes out and says it like it's final. Because has Bob Arum really has his talking points really been like that? Like it's final, it's not happening, it's over.
Yeah, the thing that makes Bob Arum's his opinion so strong is the fact that he has Frank Warren that also is, saying the same thing. Pretty much like Tyson's getting out in the fifth and it's not going to be Deontay Wilder, so to speak. So you got 2 versus 1, but we just got to get our hands on that contract of some sort of get some type of insight to what the contract, the small print in the contract regarding the time frame to make the second fight, given the pandemic and all the things that, have gone on. I pretty much had a little bit of conversation with Lou DeBella I put in the pre-pro, and he pretty much said the same thing. Like, you got to see the contract, but there's no way that there wasn't an agreement in place, for Wilder and Fury to fight after the pandemic had taken place with all the shutdowns and the slow reopens and everything to go along with that. So
Somebody
Bob
gonna
Arum and Frank Warren together is driving home the point that this fight's not happening. That's 2 different promotions, 2 different promotional companies, even though they're promoting one fighter, but they're both on the same page. Shelly seems like he's spinning. And it's only Shelly, right? It just seems like he's spinning. It's not like if Lou was there or you hear from Al Heyman's team giving a little backup information. It's just Shelly alone.
Yeah, but you
Wow.
talked to Lou DeBella yesterday, and even he sounded as if someone dropped the ball. What exactly?
That's how you took it?
I mean, shit. You didn't take
I
it
didn't
like
take
that?
it. No, I didn't take it like that. How I took it is pretty much whatever was in the contract. There's no the same thing like you were saying with Fury not being a man and giving Wilder what he deserves when Wilder
Listen
did it
to
for
me.
him twice.
He says, simply don't know. You'd need 100% to see the contract. Hard to see, though. how's there no argument for a good faith extension because of COVID and the uncertainty around it and no live gate revenue, hashtag boxing. So he's on my side. Like, how the fuck ain't we extending based off network saying we can't do the fight? Based off no crowd. Like, you trying to move on. That's a weasel move. So, yeah,
Exactly.
I don't see Lou. I mean, it's what I originally said. Even Lou feels like it's some bullshit. And even Lou feels like they are moving on. Even though he's saying he hasn't seen the contract and it's going to be hard to see, it seems like to him they lost their opportunity at the rematch.
That's how you take. Oh, see, I just think that I know for sure what Lou was saying in that message right there is that with the contract, Tyson Fury and his team, Frank Warren, Bob Arum, they're doing the Wilder team dirty. But hopefully there's a contract that they can get to some type of litigation to get it sorted out. But they're doing them dirty, man.
Doing them dirty, man. That's some bull.
Super chat.
Super chat. Let's go, champies. And it is Boxing Expert who says, Dumi, cántanos el himno hondureño, wey. Damn. I don't know if I remember the whole thing, champy. But es tu bandera, es un lampo de cielo por un viejo. Okay, hey man, cut it out, Boxing Expert. Chee! Yeah, man. I wonder if they're definitely gonna play that national anthem when Teofimo Lopez fights. That's if he decides, right, to go ahead and do that, because he was born here in the States. But that would be dope. Shout out to you, Boxing Expert. Looks like, bro. Well, look, man, that good faith extension that he mentioned. I think that's where Bob comes in and says, "Fudge your good faith extension." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This is where Bob gets mean and says, "Leave it for the boys." You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna sit there and play the good guy, the good Samaritan, man. If he sees that, he could go another route, get the AJ fight, do all that other stuff that he wants to do. So, it's like they're really, really on it. Fury said it, Bob's saying it, like it ain't happening.
Man. It's just sad that this business is that shrewd.
Cold.
Like we report on it all day. But it's sad that, like, this is the type of business we're in. First of all, it makes zero sense to me. Like I said, ever since I said that AJ Fury is in pay-per-view, I've been having people hit me up, not trying to pay a super chat and talk about it, but have no proof or even a good theory on why. Like, why would we pay for a 5 o'clock pay-per-view? Like, they like, oh, Ness, we could just go early. Man, get the hell out of here. Who's buying a 5 o'clock pay-per-view? And anyway, forget who. Just tell me the last time. Just tell me the last time we had a pay-per-view at 5. You know what I mean? So the Wilder Fury fight is the big money. You got 25 mil guaranteed. You did pay-per-view, Listen, terrestrial TV, 850 buys. Plenty of community members proved that there's at least 300 to 400 buys in digital. I'm a little low. Like, look, now obviously Saudi Arabia, Middle East, they can offer a handsome guarantee where you start to say, well, F those pay-per-views, you know what I mean? But financially, this fight makes so much sense. It broke gate records, right? So it's like, why are you pushing it off in this manner? Why not do the same thing Wilder did for you? Go get 2 tune-ups like Wilder gave you, right? Wilder gave you 2 tune-ups, and you still got your opportunity at a rematch. It's just very sad.
It's because they're convinced that the result is going to be the same thing of the second fight. So why do it again?
But that's fine.
That's
fine because there's money there. It's not like I'm asking you to fight for free. If you think that it's easy and gonna be easier, well then your check comes to you quicker. Like, It's just BS, man. It's the danger that at the end of the day, he's still a puncher, one of the biggest ones, and he could deter the super fight in the UK between he and AJ.
Call him and AJ.
He being Fury.
Man, look, it's gonna be. We're gonna be on the edge of our seats for the next 2 weeks, bro. But I see we get a definitive answer by the end of the month, and that's just because of the timing. You know that they're gonna have to say and prepare the people for the fight as well. You know what I mean? So I think that until we get that flat out report. Because right now, as I'm seeing, is like we're getting reports, but we're getting them separately from different sides. And when Shelly Finkel says something like he's entitled to his opinion is just it's not solid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he spoke like that just to leave a gap for negotiation, or is it truly that Bob Arum knows what he's talking about, man? And that's it. It's expired and. Murder She Wrote, and
I just can't see how though, Doomy. How?
I tell you how, man. I mean, if the contract was
a multi-million-dollar contract on the table, and they make it expire without even paying any type of attention to it, that is beyond lackadaisical, man.
But you know what it is? There's a bigger contract on the table, according to Bob. With what the fight would make and do with AJ and Tyson Fury. So
I'm talking about from the Wilder side. I'm talking
from the Wilder side.
How can they allow that?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Could have the cockiness extended that far? Believing in the right hand, believing in the power, believing in this. Even did it extend? Did that belief extend all the way down the promotion to everybody else? That they negotiated contracts according to the belief that they had in their man, and that happened the way it happened. And if they didn't put,
what does that have to do with the contract expiring? Like, yes, Deontay Wilder they thought to win by a big right hand knockout. Yes, right?
Yeah,
and. For whatever reason, he didn't.
He didn't.
So the next move is let's activate the rematch clause in a certain amount of date. Like you have a certain amount of time to activate that rematch clause. How do you make that time pass?
Well, look, he did have that bicep injury too. You know what I'm saying?
So then he through the WBC, being a former WBC champ, you're allowed to apply for a medical extension on top of an extension due to other circumstances like the pandemic.
Well, so he had that extension for the bicep. He had that extension for the bicep.
Right.
And then there was a couple of extensions. What we would like to know, since we don't have the contract, we're not experts or lawyers, but we could certainly try to understand it. And it seems as though the timing on it, because I've heard of some contracts, being valid for years. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on how they write this up. I mean, isn't Manuel Char got a contract like that where he could still come back and like fight a certain way? But anyway, if that's what you had to ask him, because we talked about it the other day, I don't remember. But contracts can be extended for a while. So if you wrote up the contract in a way where, you thought you were going to win, and if they didn't, answer back in time, then Wilder would move on. If that was the intention, if that was the thought out, then it backfired. But we don't really know that, right? We don't know if that was the case. And as far as this good faith extension, and again, if it's in good faith. And yeah, does it sit wrong in the stomach? Of course, Deontay Wilder did give Fury a chance on his comeback. He blew up because Wilder gave him that opportunity to fight, and he accepted it. He could have dodged Fury. He could have went other routes. He could have fought Dillian. He could have went so many other routes. But Wilder, always challenging himself as well, and gave Fury that opportunity. So now it's like, damn, you would expect that same return in a sense.
So what it sounds like to me, if I'm to really think about it, is that Fury's breaching his contract. and he's willing to take the penalties and the fines that comes with breaching the contract.
Well, I don't know about him breaching the contract, because if Bob Arum's so cocky about it being expired already, I'm pretty sure that, Fury's not no contract lawyer either. He's going by whatever Bob Arum's telling him, and that's where he's going with it. But if Bob Arum's standing on his 10 toes saying that it's already expired, then you got to take it for what he's saying. He's saying definitively. Shelly's saying he's entitled to his opinion. So. It's just a matter.
That is his opinion too. At the same time, right? But it doesn't matter how definitive the one is versus the other. It's still their opinion unless we can see the contract.
It's opinion to the listener.
Yeah.
To Bobby thinks it's solid. But real quick, let me just get to some of these super chats. You got my man's Ken Stone says PBC is doing good PR to save face. Wilder wants to fight the team, however, does not. Lou Shelley shouldn't have dropped him. Shaking my head. Great show, fellas. Yeah, man, they dropped Lou, right?
Yeah, they did. Public service announcement. We got over 500 plus right now with us watching, listening from all over the world. Do yourself a favor. Do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. On your way to the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up to let us know that you appreciate the content that we are providing on a daily basis. We appreciate it. Thank you. Continue with the show. Are you not entertained?
Boxing expert says Mexicans going for Lopez. Teofimando. Shout out to Boxing expert. Man, that we all from right there in the center, Mexico, Central America, all the way down to Panama. Chip. Let me see.
Oh, is that why you like Eddie Lover and shit?
Yo, chill, Chizzy Joe Lasisi coming at you with the super. Says Wilder keeps getting advised to leave money on the table, and he just accepts. Dazn 120 mil, step aside money, third fight money, bad decisions all the time.
Yo, step aside money. My man, people just make things up. Send me a link where they offered Wilder some step aside money that he denied.
I was wondering where that was coming from.
These guys, they pay to lie. Like, he literally paid to lie.
What's wrong with this guy, man? You kidding me or what?
Unbelievable, bro.
Yeah, that was the last of the soup. Oh, no, we got another one from my man, Christoph Harrison, coming through. They didn't make the contract expire, quote unquote. It was a damned pandemic that both networks agreed they couldn't host the fight with. Fury used it to duck.
Well,
Damn.
According to this, it's slightly different than that. According to this, it is slightly different than that. But let me let you hear it.
Deontay Wilder had 30 days to exercise that rematch clause. He did so quickly. The fight was supposed to happen by July 18th. It was scheduled for July. And it said in the contract, if one of the fighters cited injury, it could be delayed 90 days. Well, Wilder cited injury, and then it had until October 18th to happen. And they had it scheduled for October 3rd. They had to move it because of the novel coronavirus, and they need fans, of course, after the second fight produced nearly a $17 million gate. And now here we are with, like you said, December 19th falls by the wayside because of the college football season unexpectedly pushing through all those bowl games that day. And then finally, they're trying to move it, like you said, January, February. I don't blame Tyson. He looked at the writing on the wall. He said, enough is enough. I don't want to delay it anymore. I want to get my fight in. I want to be active. And I also don't want to delay this Joshua fight. The Joshua fight against, is the biggest that can be made in boxing by a mile. It's the biggest in combat sports. So I really do feel for Deontay.
Biggest, but it won't be an American.
Hold on. Biggest in combat sports.
Yeah.
It transcends all other sports to be the number one. Like, if you were facing, like, the last enemy in the board and shit in a video game, like, this is the...
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't buy biggest fight. I don't buy none of that because, it's not even going to be, like, prime time over here. Like, forget pay-per-view. It's not even prime time because I'm not a sucker. I don't want to pay. I don't gotta pay for the fight for it to be a big fight. You understand? But it's not even on prime time over here. Like, are they gonna delay the fight in the UK so that it's at 9 p.m. over here or something like that? What time would that be in the UK? Ain't they 5 hours ahead of us? So they got to go out to the ring at 1 a.m. to please Americans? I highly doubt it. So again, how big of a fight is it? You know what I mean?
No. According to everybody,
what time did Thriller in Manila happen?
Jesus, God, I'll go back on that one. But
I'm
while I do
pretty sure
that,
they didn't have people tuned into the radio till 4 a.m. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely not. Christoph Harrison on the return super chat says, as I said, both networks agreed it couldn't happen in December because of football. Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lie. That's a lie because I'm actually right now as we're speaking. I went and I'm glad this the caller whoever the super chat because I'm looking at the Raiders, which is they do play in the Lions Stadium. I'm looking at their schedule and they're scheduled to be on that same 19th. They're fighting early. They're playing Thursday night, December 17th. So that weekend, which is Friday's the 18th, Saturday's the 19th. There's no games that's going to be in the stadium on Sunday because they're playing on Thursday. So that is still open, barring that there's no concerts or anything happening, which I don't think is happening. And the week before, they're also away in New York. They're going to be playing the Jets. They're going to be in Indianapolis. So they're not going to be at home. So that is also available. Yeah.
Yo, it was 4 a.m. in Zaire when that Thriller.
4 a.m. in Zaire, which made it what time in America?
Got to pull out the world clock for that
You're
one.
going to see. You're going to see. It's going to be relevant time in America. Telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Like, people think I just got this, like, patriotic chip on my shoulder. No, I don't. It's just the mecca of boxing's over here. And for whatever reason, they, cater to us. But anyway, let me go out to these callers, man. You can give us your opinion on all this drama that is taking place. And what are your thoughts, man? Does it happen? Does it not happen? Is Fury fighting a top 15 in the WBC? Man, when do we get some clarity is what I want to know. When could we know for sure what's happening for sure? Are we to look forward to Robert Helenius and Deontay Wilder? Is that what's on the horizon after Helenius' win over Adam Kovnacki?
Touch up for each fighter and then they go face each other? Nah.
No. Fury
gets his touch up, runs to the UK to try to knock AJ's head off, which I personally think AJ's gonna give him huge problems. I don't know, man. My boy AJ's been working on the DL. Stay humble. You know what I'm saying? He's been looking good. So, but honestly, obviously, Wilder would be the fight I would like to see first. Trajectory stays in place. Nothing gets knocked off course. No marination. Look, we never got the AJ Wilder. And if this goes another way, who knows how long we'll be waiting for a Tyson Fury Wilder trilogy. And if it even manifests, right? Easily AJ can beat Fury, and then there it goes, turn of events. Pulev could throw a haymaker and ruin that. But Big Super Mex on the super chat says, Ness, they ain't worried about pleasing Americans. That's small-minded thinking.
Crazy. All
This
right.
AJ Fury is bigger globally. We getting it free.
If it was bigger globally, then they would cater to us. But tell me what time was the bigger fight globally that we talked about? The fight that we'll speak of for years to come and decades to come. Ali, George Foreman. What time? You said 4 a.m. in Zaire, so what time was it for us?
Time in America was 11 p.m.
Woo! Ness, you always right. And listen, I ain't do no, I ain't no history dude. But listen, if it's a big fight, they gonna cater to us. Uh-oh, Doom, you got a still face there. Wait, is Doomy gonna retract his 11 p.m.?
No, I'm just
Oh,
I'm trying.
I know,
I'm just
but you had
reading
this,
more. It's interesting.
Exactly. You had this really focused face. I said, "Oh shit, is he about to retract that?" Yo, let me go out to the callers before he does retract.
Let's go! I'm ready!
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
Brandon, Cincinnati, what up? Yo, don't forget to drop a 5-star review on iTunes. Where's our 5-star reviews? Where are they? Where are they?
Where?
Yo, we actually a 4.5 on iTunes with over like 1,300 or 1,700 reviews. So shout out to everybody that does drop us a 5-star review. We try to do our best to read it here live. You know, Doomy's our expert voiceover. Alexander Lioness. So yeah, man, I'm going out to the callers. Let me see. I got a message from Brandon. You in a bad service, sir?
Yo, Bama Bo real quick, champ. He says Fury beats AJ, gets all belts, retires, and goes to Hall of Fame. Then the belts all get spread out again, and we have new champions. Can't wait. LOL. Laughing out loud. Damn, Bama.
Let's go to Brandon. Talk to me, Brandon. We hear you.
Yeah, I look at it like this, man. They gave the man the extension for the injury. They gave him the extension for Corona. And now we asking for
Come on,
an extension
man.
because...
Come on. Extension for Corona? Oh, word. So everything's opened up. Everything's back the way it goes,
Can I finish talking?
Come on,
Can I
man.
finish talking?
Not when you talking
Get out your
nonsense.
feelings. Get out your feelings, man. Let me finish talking. They gave you an extension for your injury. They gave you extension for Corona. Now we want the extension because there's too many football games going on the date, and they're not gonna give you extension. They're not gonna give you extension because the money's not gonna be made, brother. So the way I look at it is the fight ain't gonna happen. Wilder can do two things. Hello?
We hear you. King Born, man.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, man. This motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Somebody,
every day.
Yeah,
nah, it's
somebody,
him again.
Somebody
It's
in the
him
background.
again. It's
Somebody
him again.
background loud. Still there, brother?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Go ahead. I got rid of him.
Yeah, he was loud as hell. I couldn't even hear myself talk. But I say, man, yeah, the way I look at it, Wilder got two options, man. He could go to court, which is going to cost him money and time, and fight it through court. Or he could go out, kick the Hellenius' asses of the world, the Charles Martin's asses of the world, and let the...
Man, Brandon, you know, Brandon love being Mr. Controversy is all I'm going to say. But I don't mind the Hellenius fight. Listen, everybody know I'm a build-up dude. When AJ lost, I said give him 2 fights too. You know, I wanted Ruiz to go do his own thing too. I got the same energy, you know what I'm saying? If Wilder has lost his opportunity at this rematch immediately, I have no issues with a Hellenius fight. That's a tall guy that proved that he could still punch, you know, good boxing skills that can help you get ready for Tyson. The issue is that Hellenius was in camp with Wilder before, so I don't know if it's the same thing. But, you know, listen, sparring gloves and gear ain't the same from a fight under the lights, so, you know. And then they could build up to that Ruiz fight. The issue is that Ruiz puts that timeline back with Reynoso now, telling him that the fight that he was going to have this year is no longer happening because they want to lock in and get right. So, you know, does that mean that Reynoso's going to be like, all right, let's go straight into the Wilder fight because we had an extra long camp? Doubt it. So Wilder's going to end up fighting Hellenius and then someone else. Maybe a Charles Martin, I don't know. But anyway, Caesar Vega. Go for it.
Yeah, real quick. Super Chat Super Max says, and what time was Klitschko versus Joshua? The one with 90K.
90K? What are you talking about? 90K what? 90,000 people?
Yeah.
Exactly. It wasn't pay-per-view, and it was at 5 o'clock, bro. You're not listening. Big fights cater to us because they want us to watch it. That's just a domestic fight.
And they said, he goes back and says, those fights involve 2 Americans. Come on now.
Yeah, sure. Blame it on Americans or global icons. Or names that have never not been associated with the sport since they got in them. You can't say boxing and not say Ali and George Foreman. That's what y'all mad at. Don't call it a big fight if it ain't a big fight. You know what I'm saying? That was a big fight. Those are big names. Those are legends. Those are first ballot Hall of Famers. You know? Like, dude, come on, man, come on. Like, to compare it is crazy. But whatever, it is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Caesar in Las Vegas, what up?
Caesar.
Yo, good morning.
Buenos
Morning,
dias.
champ.
Yo, I got this freaking song stuck in my head, man.
Which
That
one?
little hook is just too hard. I'm the champ. I feel like I'm the champ.
Yeah. Shout out to Justo.
Yo, man, this Boxing Bars is coming up with some pretty dope track. I was slapping that this morning at 4 a.m. just chilling in my car. Yo, I really enjoyed that mixtape, man. You guys really did a great job, man. Shout out to everybody that was on that, man. Boxing Bars, if you don't know, ask somebody. Ask Ness. Anyway, yo, about the topic, man, I'm still kind of holding out hope. I read something this morning. I forgot. I hate that I don't pay attention to what I read, but it said something about, or you guys might have mentioned it, that Mauricio Sulaiman denied those things, saying that the fight was still on.
Yeah, we read that yesterday. But he said as far as he knows, the fight is still on. As far as he knows, he hasn't received any new communications about the fight being off or anything like that.
Yeah, but if worst case scenario, the fight is off.
Man, if it's off, man, it's whatever we can get, right? Hellenius, yo, you keep mentioning Hellenius. That's a good fight. That ain't no in between fight. That's Hellenius is what, probably top 15, right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. I don't even think Robert Hellenius is in that.
Let
top
me
15.
get to the King of Essex.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Yo.
What up?
Chilling, man. Listen, yo, Hellenius is definitely not an in-between fight. That's cool. Luis Ortiz is going to be busy, allegedly, right? But that's really the fight. You know what I'm saying? Fury and Ortiz. Or even Ruiz. Like, is Andy Ruiz busy? You know, I just got a bad feeling about all of this, because the one thing I could say is that, yo, silence can be deafening. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to me. The man don't owe me no explanation, but, you know, I'm past the point of don't say nothing, let it play out. And you got Shelly Finkel twiddling his nose and pushing his glasses up on his face. And he's, you know, the fight is still. So, you know, unless they know something we don't know, or they planning to go to court the long way, man, it's onward and upward for Fury. So, you know, whatever he do from here on out, I just wish Deontay would say something, or better yet, do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't even release no sparring footage. If it's going left, announce a fight. You know, announce a fight with somebody we like. You know, I wouldn't even care if he maybe Wilder and Charles Martin. But, you know, most people think that that's a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? You know, the white fight. But, yo, really, Loma and Tio, that's going to be what we're looking for this weekend, man. So the Wilder talk is cool, but we got to talk about who's in there. You know, I ain't going to give it away too early, but, you know, El Brooklyn, The Matrix in Brooklyn, Subway, something crazy is going to happen. That's my call.
Said the Subway, something crazy happening, champ. Nah, listen, man, it's definitely the fight we can't wait to see this weekend. And real quick, just going to the super chat, Christoph Harrison comes through, says, get the Jamaican Canadian back on here and make him apologize. Steve Kim wrote an article on September 30th saying exactly what I stated. Ooh,
I don't even know what he.
Mantis.
I don't even know what he's talking about. But if he's talking, I can't even respond. So I don't know what he's talking about.
He said,
"That's him. What you talking about?"
He said he forgot it, Christoph.
No, I didn't forget it. I don't know what you talking about.
Yes.
You didn't say nothing with sense, so I don't know what you talking about. Continue.
Yo, And who's an in between fight then, Francis? I mean, we got saying that Hellenius isn't. I agree with him. Like, who's an in between fight that like still kind of keeps him, not relevant, but like who's I think PSK was on. Yeah, what do you think about Manuel Char for Wilder?
Yeah, Manuel Char would be for Wilder.
Yeah, for the WBA regular.
I don't.
As an in between fight, I mean, look, I see Hellenius as more dangerous, man.
Nah, I don't.
Nah?
Hellenius, no, I don't. I'd take Hellenius. I don't see Hellenius as being more dangerous than
Bro, he stopped Ganaki, man, and then Ganaki was really like wanting to fight Wilder, he would have took that fight with Wilder at that time. And when I saw Hellenius, when I see in retrospect seeing Hellenius handle him, I mean, it's not an easy fight, and the reach, the height, all that other stuff. I mean, I think that it would be a great fight to kind of like, prepare for Fury because of the height and the reach and everything else, but it's not an easy fight.
Yeah. So. I'd prefer him to fight
Yeah, Christoph Harris says, yo, Francine, ESPN moved date off December 19th, remember?
Yeah, they moved the date off ESPN 19. I'm agreeing with you that football in this country, in the country of the U.S., takes precedence over most things, and they definitely are bombarding and pushing every sporting event out the way during that time. But it's the whole month. It's not just one date. It's the whole month of December is where football is going to be, dominating. So we're agreeing to disagree. Continue.
Yeah, before I get it's Mahmoud charge. Mahmoud. Yeah, I said Manuel.
Sorry about that, fella. Sorry, man. Freaking listen. What the hell? Oh, I got my headphones down. That's what it
Don't worry, we held it down, man. We were just
I'm just going through it. Listen, this is podcasting, so it's not like I don't talk life. I'm just going through it, bruh. Like, remember, I think I did an episode of Untitled where I told y'all I read an article where 95 people from Jersey a day was moving to Florida and 27 from Connecticut, bruh. And it's like, those statistics must be true, man. I swear to God, it's like every single house that is out there, people are buying it up. In a day, bruh. I literally text my girl a link of a house that I'm not even in love with, just a potential. Bruh, if she don't jump on that in 24 hours and tells me that it's pending already. It's the most frustrating time of my life right now. I'm so distracted. I'm doing less work because I'm consistently looking for a home. This shit is whack. And I'm getting my feelings all bust down. I feel like I'm in a 12-round fight. For real. Everyone that I like is like, poof, gone. Matter of seconds.
So you're saying if you get what you like, you gone before the end of the year to Florida.
Hell yeah. But man, it's just so difficult right now. Seriously, you can't play.
Moving to Florida?
You can't play, man. They don't even, and it ain't no haggling. Like, yo, these freaking Jersey people have ruined the price, man. They buying shit sight unseen, off the pictures. They're not even going down. They fucking losers, man. Anyway.
Real quick, Super Chat Chase Athletic says, only equivalent to AJ versus Fury was England winning the World Cup in 66. Damn. He just put it up there. Candy Slim says Wilder versus Huey Fury would be good. Yeah, it would be good, champ, but it definitely wouldn't be a touch-up.
Shout out to Dennis in Tampa. Amen, campeón. Amen. Hopefully. We going out to Josh in North Carolina. Ringer status. What it do?
What it do, man? Is my audio straight?
Nah, my audio not here.
I said my audio straight.
It's clean.
Oh, yeah, your audio straight. I thought you said his audio still
He get his headphones straight.
Nah, man. Hey, man, I want to apologize too to Mario. He do know a little bit about boxing, but I just don't like how he be coming at Wilder the biasness. But on the topic, so this is really true that Fury moving on?
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah,
according to Bob
it
Arum,
ain't true
that's
yet.
his take.
It ain't true yet,
Okay.
but it ain't true yet. But more evidence keeps coming out, so we need the other
Well, check this
side
out.
to
If it's
counter it.
okay. Well, check this out. If it's true, they say Al Haymon is one of the most powerful men in boxing. Well, I think Wilder's still gonna be able to get that WBC, but it's time for him to get in them other rankings under AJ's titles and try to get at AJ too. I mean, he gotta try all the possible ways to try to get them titles. So if he can't fight Fury next or whatever, he needs to start trying to get in them rankings for the IBF, WBA, and WBO. All right, y'all, I'm out.
All right. Yo, man, listen. Everybody's story different. You know what I mean? The comeback could be epic. You know? It really could. It's not like he ain't going to be a draw. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you fight Hellenius, I think they could test the... See, the world isn't back where it normally was. But had we had no pandemic and this still happened and somehow Wilder was weaseled out of his contract, I think that the Hellenius fight could build up to a Ruiz pay-per-view, even without titles. I'm serious, man. I think Ruiz is that. He brings that element, man, like Mikey brought to the Earl fight, man. We talking 48,000 showed up for that fight, and I was there. It wasn't just Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Earl definitely got a fan base, but that combination, man, and use the same location. Imagine Wilder Ruiz or Ruiz Wilder, however they got to headline it, in Texas, in San Antonio or Dallas, man. I could see that being a non-title pay-per-view. Maybe people don't like it because it'll be on pay-per-view, but I could see them testing our chin, man. If they going to already test us with Javante and Leo, man, why not Wilder and Ruiz? But Gavo, what up?
Gabo.
Just listening, going una vez, two time. J Mac, New Orleans, you rocking out? Oh, Gavo's there. What up, champ?
Nah, I'm just listening, man. I'm just listening. This news kind of disappointing, though. But y'all go ahead. TBV, man. Stay up.
You right, man. It is disappointing. That's why I'm still trying not to hold on to it.
Yo, Ness, what about Kownacki?
I mean, he rebuilding too, remember?
What if Wilder fights Kownacki as an in-between fight?
I don't know that they'll do that, right? Like, he's with Keith Conley, so Keith Conley gonna look at it like, why would I fight Wilder coming off a loss? He coming off a loss. Nah, we could build into that fight if they add him. You know what I mean? He's young still. Wilder's getting older. Like, you got to think for.
That's what I'm saying, to get him on the resume.
Fighter. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, look, you could be right. You could be right. It could be from Adam's perspective. Maybe they think it's a good move to jump in there now that he suffered the loss. I don't know. I don't know that they, as a business, go that route. Like, it's a good route though. It's a good route though, yo. Adam has a good fan base too. Him and Wilder in Brooklyn will be a big fight. So, but the thing is, we got to get back to that though. We not even there. So, how do we say what's a big fight without the fans anymore? Is it just a big TV fight?
Because if they can't show up, they're gonna buy it. And I think that fight, I know for sure that fight will do good numbers because the Polish community is gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? Wilder fans are gonna pull up. If you think about it, it's a good name for Kownacki on his career. He already got a loss. You know what I mean? So the mystique of the undefeated is already gone. He's always gone. He got an L. So if he takes another L, but it's from a big name, I think he will do good for his marketability going forward in getting bigger fights because of the name that he has fought, like a Deontay Wilder. And depends on how well he does. You know what I'm saying? In the fight itself, it does well for Deontay Wilder because of the style of Kownacki, that come forward pressure type of style can kind of get him to work his jab from the back foot. You know what I mean? Work on different things for the front foot of when Fury's attacking him. And Kownacki's a pretty big guy too. That's my take.
All right, we're going to J-Mac in the New Orleans. What up?
You know how big this is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. You want to bet? You bet 100,000 on that.
bet a million.
Yo, good morning. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Let's bet a million.
Shout out to the two big Wilder haters and Brandon, my bud brother and Myro. Can't call Myro bud brother. He too wishy-washy. He can easily be made to change his opinion, so he not there yet. And I'm glad we don't agree on everything with Brandon. Brandon hatred constantly pours out in his calls for Wilder. Like it's not like the appropriate excuses are was being like for Wilder, the reason why the fight haven't happened and dates and making the adjustments is what happens in the magnitude of this fight at this level. So for anybody to say Wilder need to do this and do that, and if he can't get a fight, which he should be allowed to due to the fact of the rematch clause and how many times the fight needed took place, which should be obligations. I don't see how you can stand and support it and also call yourself a logical boxing fan. That's my first call.
Looking like Keem in Florida. You rocking out?
La Florida.
Doomy, I want your take on that Kownacki fight too.
All right, we're going out to King Born. Talk to us.
When you see old 30 bastards fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Yo, don't even say peace to me, man. I'm so mad right now. AJ is sucker. Fury doing some underhanded stuff, man. I'm conflicted right now. Yo, I don't know what's gonna happen on February 25th. We getting this fight, getting it popping, what's going on. Hey, yo, Doom, you already know it's L. Brooklyn. You already know T.O. gonna knock the Matrix off out of boots, out of shoes. I said it, it's gonna happen. But like I said with Wilder, man, yo, I'm not putting on Lanius, man. I want the Fury fight, man. Yo, Ness, man, get Wilder on here, man. Let's get it rocking, man. Let's see what's going on, man. What's up? Let's get it, man. Like I said, man, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I want Wilder, Fury, February 25th, man. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm not putting none of that. You heard? Coming, you coming. Team Wilder's coming, man. Don't know her name is. Nobody want that, man. Get that out of here, man. Nobody ain't feeling it. Let's get to your finger now. Knocking out. What?
Yeah, I mean, he's saying nobody wants Helena's, but the thing is that it's like if Fury found the loophole and moves on, what the hell you want Wilder to do? Just sit around, not working on his craft and nothing like that? Like he gotta keep it moving. If they weaseled him out of his deal, he gotta go find a new deal. He's been here before where they tried to freeze him out and he made himself, it's funny, man. After the laws, listen, Wilder's fame flux score after the laws went up 304%. So it really don't matter, man. He's still one of the biggest, most popular fighters out here. And a badass puncher. Luis Rivera, Boston, what up? Just listening.
Boston.
One time. What up?
Hear me?
Yes, we do.
You hear me?
Yes, we do.
We hear you, champion.
In a certain way, I think this is good for Wilder in the sense that, he didn't have nothing to respond on how Tyson Fury was fighting. So there's an opportunity to get like two fights that they're like with skillful fighters, not just punchers or come forward fighters. And, build up more skills, to be able to respond when that fight with Fury comes, And that's my call.
All right, champ.
Damn, yo. Shout out to Supermax. Unfortunately, just got DOT inspection on the road. I hate it when you had to stop. Yo, I used to pray that those stations be closed when you drive it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
Scales open. Pull over.
Stupid scale
Scales.
open. You
Go
got
around
to get in
them.
that stupid lane and wait for all that stupid time. Ugh. Corny.
Yo, real quick, super chat, and this is the first time I think I actually read the name right. I've been saying Christoph Harrison, but it's Shistov Harrison, and he
Oh
says,
yeah, there is no R there. Holy smoke!
Yo, totally caught me off guard right now.
Call him Christoph.
Probably made a mistake or a typo. Who knows? Fury
name is
versus Wilder
Cristal.
3 was postponed in July due to COVID.
Nah, according to Pug and Pac, Cop and Pug, they're saying it was postponed due to Wilder's injury, the bicep injury. That's what they're claiming, and that pushed
There
it
was
to
two
October.
postponements.
Yeah, so that pushed it to October,
Yep.
and then October was COVID, but like COVID still exists. That's why the network said no. But it is what it is, man. We got to wait to see what happens. We're going to get your opinion. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Majid in Orlando, what up?
Majid the Scholar.
Good morning, everybody. Y'all need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join Patreon for something. Hey, man, my outlook on this is I don't believe everything I hear until I see signed fights from either one of the fighters. I ain't going for this smoke. No way around this shit. So, yeah, with that being said, shout out to Fury for even coming to America and trying to do something, but I ain't buying these stories that they talking about, and, you're going to have to see that, man, one way or another. You know, I'm going to keep the fingers crossed. And Ness, I had sent you something on your Instagram where we showing actual dates or whatever of the postings when they said something. I think it was March 24th, you know, so check that out. See if you can get some screenshots to put this shit to rest, because they said that it was due to COVID or whatever, you know, and not seating and all of that at first. And then now they changing it on his injury after he did that interview. So this UK stuff, they force feeding us whatever they want, man. I ain't eating it. Everybody wake up and do your own research. Unless y'all just biased. That's all I got, man. Good show. To the next one.
Champ. Boxing expert says he might be the Matrix, but the chosen one is Tio. This is very true, my friend. Very true.
All right, we got my Jimbe. What up?
Good morning. Good morning.
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 Yeah, I really don't got much to say on this topic. I mean, it's looking like it's true, but it really shouldn't surprise anybody. I mean, you know, you're going into a cave full of snakes. That's what's expected, right? I mean, it's gonna happen. It's a shame, but I guess we'll have to see. But great job, guys. Good show.
Thank you for calling.
Vamos, campeón. You already know, man. They got everybody just thinking.
Talk about small towns. How Joseph said, yo, this dude literally pulled me over a year ago, and he had a like a Snapchat memory of it from the same cop that pulled him over right now. That's crazy, bro.
Shit, it's a glitch in the Matrix.
You know?
Shistov Harrison on the super chat says Pug is lying.
Oh.
Sports Illustrated wrote article saying COVID moved the data off July. Article date is March 24th. Oh, snap. Sports Illustrated wrote an article, champion. So, how does that... So the date... So what... We're arguing what? What was the reason why the date was moved? Bicep or COVID? Doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, not really.
It got moved.
Only thing that matters is what's true, man.
And there's gonna be multiple reports depending on who multiple people talk to, and broken telephone, because you can have three people get information from one person and hear three different ways. So it's all interpretation at the same time, and it really comes down to the real truth. What exactly was said in the contract?
I'll check out that Sports Illustrated article though.
And that's what Christopher Harrison needs to realize, that many people get many different point of views, and they give it to you just like that. Like me and Ness can hear the same information and do me, and we all have different takes.
Yeah, let's go back to the phone lines. Champity Champ over there has got a smile, and then it's an abrupt surprise, and
I
then
don't
it's the
know.
wave off.
It's crazy. CYB, wake us up, man. What's going on? I'm over here dropping the ball.
Yo, what up? What up?
What up?
For one, they telling the truth. They telling the truth. It was COVID, and then ESPN pushed the last fight back. ESPN is not Showtime. ESPN is not Fox. So I don't know why Brandon and others keep saying it's Wilder's fault when Bob Arum, on his own words, was asked, was it Wilder who doesn't want this fight? Was it Wilder who pushed it back? He said, no, it wasn't Wilder. Why do y'all keep saying that? I don't know why. You need to get a life. But some good news. You realize the number one dude in the WBC is Deontay Wilder. You do realize that Povetkin versus White is not guaranteed to be the mandatory for WBC, and there's a reason why they did that. You don't lose your mandatory and then get it back in a rematch. It's not a belt. They decide who the mandatory is when they want to. So all this could still end up going right back to Wilder, and there will be no rematch between AJ and Fury. See, let's cut all that bullshit out and go ahead and fight each other so we ain't got to play no games. Stop playing, Fury. You're going to have to see this man again. CYP out.
Super chat.
Shistov Harrison says, that's not how facts work, Francine.
Listen, Christopher Harrison, don't leave her run away, Christopher. That's exactly how facts work. You get the facts. Listen, in journalism, let me give you a little background. It's the gathering of and dissemination of news. So you have to gather the news and disseminate it. And not everybody disseminates the same way. Because if they do, then what's the point? Learn something, man.
He said,
He's just another fighter. No, he ain't. This guy is a wrecking machine.
So, Bombox in Arizona, you up?
Bomb boxing. Let's go, Chimpy.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What up?
Yeah, no, I think, there's going to be a difference of opinion, man, but fighters ain't what they used to be. You didn't see Gotti and Ward want to take bigger fights. No, they wanted to challenge themselves against a guy that they know is tough. In 2002, they fought twice, and then they got that third off in 2003. Fighters are just built different. And we all know Bob's Bob. Bob's going to look for the biggest money. He's going to find excuses to go somewhere else to make that money with this fighter. So cut the bullshit, like CYP says. It ain't on Wilder, man. We know what this is. Those of us that have been around this game a long time, we know what this is. But I appreciate the show, fam. I got love for you guys. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Likewise, bro.
Apologies on that. Apologies on that, Bell. That wasn't for you. I'm off my A game this week, fellas.
Call him
Stunner, New Jersey. What up?
Call him House Hunter.
What up, man?
What's up?
Hey, yo, so, like 8 hours ago, Joseph Parker did a little interview with some dude at the UK named, Pep Talk. And the main quote from that interview was Joseph Parker saying, quote, now that Fury has moved on from Wilder will be avoided by all the heavyweights because of his punching power. Right? That's what Joseph Parker said. He said this 8 hours ago.
Oh, Joseph Parker said that?
Joseph Parker said this out of his mouth 8 hours ago. It's on YouTube.
I mean, he avoided him with a belt anyway.
No, but here's my point. I'm a Wilder fan, and I'm aware of the circumstances and all this shit. If Fury decides to do something, hey, he's going to decide to do it. All right. PBC. Now is the time to just pull away from these sanctioning bodies and establish your own belt, because if you do that, you're going to have a system to where you won't have fighters doing what Fury just did, where you have an African-American who's defended his belt for the last 5 years honorably getting screwed out of his entitled rematch clause. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Wilder, I don't know, man. They should have been having meetings. Because what was the first crowd fight? We haven't had it yet, right? Like fans back, we haven't had it yet. It might be Javante if everything goes well. They won't cancel that in terms of tickets, but it's just so weird to me that the teams didn't sit down months before saying, look, we really can't do this. Why can't we just do 2 tune-ups again the way the Fury did? Now it's our turn to get 2 tune-ups. Why can't we get two Ottawa Wildlings or 2 Andre Schwartz or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, though. Steve, you got something? You got Super Chats?
No.
Chicago,
No.
Steve, what up then?
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingWiz.com.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, that was me, Nesta. Sent you that on Untitled about Florida. There's a mass exodus out of Illinois too.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, you gotta
listen. The
you
market
see
has
something, man.
jumped. The market has jumped up 100,000. I literally contacted a realtor that I was dealing with her in October 19th of 2019, and every house she had 16 houses. She sent me everyone was sold, and it was $100,000 cheaper than what everything is out there right now. It's insane, bro.
Yeah, you gotta move quick. But anyways, on the topic, this is my thoughts on it. I think they're just buying time. I think they know that they can't have it. They're not going to lose out on this fight. It's going to happen. I think they're just going to take another fight that is a cheaper one for both of them, and then we'll see them once things get back a little better.
I wish that were true, man. I wish that were true. But if that were the case, they would announce it that way, the same way that they announced the Schwartz Ottawa Valine tune-ups. You know what I mean? Like, this is not that. This is them saying we're gonna fight in December, then we're gonna fight AJ in the first quarter.
Nah, well, we'll see. I think it'll happen.
All right. Stonebone Boxing, what up? Good morning, Colorado.
Cheer.
Hey, the more every day you keep hearing little bits and little bits, and it's just adding up. I'm starting to believe that until we hear from Wilder, I'm gonna basically make my own mind up, and I'm gonna assume that Wilder is okay with him doing it. Listen, it don't matter if they announced it. When Fury announced he signed with ESPN and we was gonna have that fight, everybody who don't like Fury said he's a coward. He ain't never gonna fight Wilder. He ran off from the rematch, even though Wilder still had the belt. We gave Fury so much power that he had the power before the rematch even happened, so he can do what he want now. So I'm just confused, man. I hope they have some type of hardship clause that pushed out the date. You can go to court and the judge will say if you don't have an opportunity to fulfill the contract, you can't be in violation of it. So it's things that you can go through to find out. If you don't take it to court, then that means he agreeing to step aside to let that happen for him to either heal up or whatever the situation may be. But we're going to find out when Wilder speaks.
Stonebone. Big Nick, what up?
Yo, what's going on, people? Man, what's going on? Yo, just a quick side note. Florida now, like with everybody trying to move there, don't it make prices like house prices go up? Makes sense, doesn't it?
It does make it go up.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah.
It's
So
called
my
supply and demand, champ. Supply and demand. So, listen, even builders, Big Nick. I've talked to builders too, because it's always cheaper to build in Florida. But even the builders have increased their prices by at least 10,000. At least 10,000. What they listed, the same house they listed, they could build for you at X amount of dollars. They added 10,000 to that. At least 3 builders that I've spoken to already. It's crazy, man.
It doesn't make time to just hold up, innit?
Say what?
Doesn't it make time to just wait? Makes sense to wait, innit?
You said, doesn't it make sense to wait?
Yeah. Till it all clears up.
I mean, if you're a conspiracy theorist that you believe we're gonna get another real estate crash or bubble, right? Because if you do wait, it's only gonna keep going up. And there's analytics, right? So even Zillow gives you market data to tell you, if that neighborhood is going to go up or down in the next 12 months. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, listen, quickly, Ness. I just want to say, man, like, I think the fight's going to happen next year. I think they'll take a tune-up or whatever, but it will happen next year. Uh, can you hear me? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we
I
heard
hear
you.
you. That's the Skype chatting, so it comes out.
Okay, yeah, and I just want to also say, listen, man, for people that who are unclear about the WBC mandatory, Mauricio Suleiman made it clear before the Wyatt Povetkin first fight. He cleared it up. So just go on YouTube, check it out before you keep coming on there running your big mouth. It don't make sense. Do your research first. And the second thing I want to say is, if is I don't personally think that Wilder is immune to kind of going away and trying to build, like, become a mandatory. Like, if the worst comes to worst, he can go away, become a mandatory for another belt. Like, it doesn't have to be. If it doesn't happen now, I don't see the problem in going away, becoming a mandatory for another belt. You know what I mean? It's not all is not lost.
All right, champ. Info Joe, what up, though?
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, good morning, TBV.
What
Am
up?
I clear?
You are.
What up, champ?
Super clear.
Yo, man, I'm disappointed. I wanted to see this fight to close out this year. Hey, man, I'm not no lawyer. I don't think too many people on here are lawyers, man. We're going to have to wait until see all of the facts until Wilder actually comes out and speaks on the situation, man. I'm not going to speculate no more. It's just like Stone Bone said, a lot of information that's coming out, and like Francis said, it's depending on how you interpret the information. But I'm real disappointed, man. One thing what's my guy name from Carolina said? What's his name?
Josh.
I agree with Josh. If you can't get the Fury fight, try to get ranked in one of the other sanctioning bodies and try to get that AJ fight. But one thing I'm real hyped for this weekend, the Teofimo Loma. I watched all of the build-up, all the press and all the build-up. Yeah, it's dope. I'm real hyped for that fight this weekend. Everybody should stay tuned in. Shout out to the boxing guys. Everybody have a blessed, no stress day. Peace, gentlemen.
Let's go.
Yo, breaking news. I'm not sure if you guys knew about it. I just put it in the pre-pro. The Savannah Marshall versus Hannah Rankin fight this weekend is off due to Peter Fury getting COVID-19.
Rankin was talking hella trash, too. I was ready to see that. That was a girl fight I was ready to see. Zero promotion, though. Zero promotion. Nobody knows who Rankin is right now.
So, shout out to Peter Fury. Hopefully he gets back healthy soon. He gets over the COVID and everything's all good. Shout out to Peter Fury and the whole Fury family.
Yo, didn't Rankin lose the Shields or no?
Of course she did. She got beat from pillar to post. And so did Savannah Marshall when her and Clarissa Shields fought in the Olympics. So it's a grudge match. You see, Hannah Rankin's gonna fight Savannah, and then the winner of that.
But Savannah beat Clarissa in the Olympics.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Controversial.
Boomerang. J Mac. What up?
CYP had one too.
Oh, CYP had a counter?
Yeah.
CYP counter punch. Sorry about that, J Mac.
Yo. For the dude who just called me an idiot, I don't know what I'm talking about. This article was written in September 17th. Last week, that was 3 weeks ago. Suleiman says in his own words in the article, the fight between Povetkin and White 2 will not, as of now, be the final eliminator. That has nothing to do with it. We only gave him the shot because he was the winner before he lost to Povetkin. He said in his own words on Boxing Scene, September 17th, to Dan Raphael. So all of y'all talking about, he cleared that up before. Go back to YouTube. My guy, go back to September 17th. The last thing this man said was no. The rematch does not mean that the winner will fight Wilder Fury 2 or the winner. Does not say that. So all of y'all who get mad at me for being a kid in class who studies and get straight A's, it don't matter because I'm still getting A's and you fail it. CYP out.
Yo, public service announcement, man. Public service announcement. TBV family, all those who are watching, listen, it don't cost you nothing to go ahead and smash that like button hard. Smash the subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? It helps with the visibility of the show and it helps us grow. If we grow, boxing grows. If boxing grow, we grow, you grow, everybody grows, everybody's good. Smash the like button, the subscribe button. Next caller on deck.
J Matt.
Rack attack. Yellow.
Give my call to CYP.
All right.
CYP.
Hadouken!
Yo, this call specifically for Brandon, B. We know you was born in Alabama because you told us. But I think they kicked you out because you didn't have no power. You see, they like power in Alabama, and you ain't got none. You move yourself to Florida or Atlanta, wherever you move to, Mississippi, wherever you move to, and I'm telling you, you need to show some love to your brethren, man. That's your roots. That's where you from. I don't know what you got against this man, dog. I don't know, but it's starting to get weird, where you sounded like you're from the UK, making up stuff. You literally are making stuff up to sound like you're smarter than everybody else. You're not even equally as smart as everybody else. The truth is, you just pretend to be, and you say things that people be like, "Well, I don't know. It could be true." Then they look it up. Wrong. You're weird, my guy. CYP out.
My Jimbe Boomerang.
Ayimbe.
We didn't hear you. Maybe you said something.
Give it to Brandon, please.
All right.
Boomerang.
Brandon, come back. Come back, Brandon. You there? Anything? Anything?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't got nothing to say, man. I'm just laughing in the truck. But what did I say that was wrong at the end of the day? I'm confused. I don't know the state I was born in means I gotta like a person because he's from that state. That's kind of goofy, but shout out for the CYP and my brother J Mac was speaking respectfully when they mentioned my name. So they didn't go to name calling really. So I respect that. But now, yeah, I don't know how do you respond. That's my call, I guess.
Thanks for the call.
All right.
Respond. Max says, "Give my boomerang to CYP."
Max.
Let's get to a round number of 200. Thumbs up. Let's go.
Trey in the Bay?
Yeah.
Okay, CYP, back at you.
Bang, bang, bang. Good look. Now, what you said was first they gave him the attention because of the bicep. Then it was because of COVID. As if COVID was Wilder's excuse. Like, hey man, you know it's COVID going around. Could you give me another extension, please? Cut it out, man. Cut it out. You're making up stuff as you always do. It's just that this time we already fact checked you. See, this time we got you before you mentioned something dumb. Now listen, can everybody on this show, listeners, listen, I'm talking to the listeners. Since we know it was not Wilder's fault, tomorrow and that day on, could y'all not say that no more? Could y'all let that go? Could y'all grow up? Since I'm the immature one, could y'all be mature? Let it go. Bob Arum already confirmed it. It's not Wilder. Put some respect on that man's name, dog. You ain't gotta hate Fury because you ain't gonna hate Fury. But let it go. Let's move on to a solution and quit talking about problems that don't exist. CYP out.
No matter what.
Stone Bone. Boomerang.
Cheap.
That's what open air leads to, right? It leads to speculation. I'm the one that's saying I don't need Wilder coming out here giving me Maya Copas and his life story. Just maybe a short statement. I don't even need a statement. Wilder needs to be working if he fighting or not. If Fury taking a tune-up fight, let him do it. He took 2 last time. Maybe he gonna hold his word. You know what I mean? Y'all gave him so much power without a belt. Maybe he will hold his word with the belt. Y'all acted like he was the champ when he went with a draw. Y'all said he was running. So let's keep the same pressure to have a fight. If he gonna fight December 5th, I don't even think Wilder should take a fight. If he injured, he should just be healing up. He should be doing anything he can do in the gym. He don't need a PBC guy that's gonna box him good for 7 rounds and then he gonna knock him out. That ain't gonna do nothing to him but add more rounds to him. It ain't gonna really give him room to work on nothing unless you just straight give him a bum. So it's just get in the gym, work, stay quiet, stay humble, let all of the distractions go on. And just like what AJ did, just walk in the ring and win when it's your turn. That's all you got to do. I don't care how you do it, just get it done. Let Fury do whatever he needs to do. If he come back to you with the belt, you go ahead and knock him out. That's what you got to do, Wilder. All the other stuff is just talk.
All right, that seems to be everyone on the boomerang tip. Catch us on the next one. Let me check on Blog Talk here. But just
Blog
in case,
Talk.
Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Oh, we do have a few people here. Looking like, damn, I slipped my mind. It's from the DMV. It is it Matt? No, I'm saying it wrong. Come on, help me out, guys. Help me out. What up, DC? Right? What's the first name? I forgot. 301.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yo, this Hawk.
Hawk
It's
in
Hawk,
DC.
champ.
Hawk in DC.
I was about to say Hawk, but you threw me off with the L.
What's up, fellas?
What up,
champ?
How's it going, fellas? Oh, okay, cool. I don't know, man. I think as far as that Wilder thing goes, I don't think it's, in my opinion, I just believe that with the 2 big networks coming together, they really wasn't going to have this fight unless they had an audience because of the 2 big networks coming together to get everybody paid. That's just my opinion. I just think with 2 networks coming together, they really need the audience to get that gate money. But I was wondering, did y'all fellas see that new EA Sports Boxing Club game that's coming out? It's so realistic, bro.
Nah,
not no EA Sports. I didn't see that.
Hello? Yes,
Yeah, I
EA
caught a glimpse
Sports.
of it.
Am I still on?
Yeah.
Yeah, EA Sports Boxing Club, and they got like 50 fighters on there already signed, and Joe Joyce, all of them boys on there. So they're trying to get some American fighters on, some USA fighters on there more, but it's mostly UK right now. But they got 50 of it. It's really realistic, bro.
Oh yeah, now I'm getting a glimpse of it right now. It looks pretty good, man.
Yeah,
It does
it's
look
off
real.
the chain, bro. It's off
Even
the chain. Y'all
even
gotta
the
check it out.
skin tones on the fighters is like, it
Yes.
doesn't look cartoonish.
Yes. No, the joint is off the chain.
And you said there's
They're
boxers
really doing
that are
something with
signed
it.
on to this already?
Yes, it's EA Sports. They already got them licensed. It's EA Sports Boxing Club, and the WBC is directly connected. They help, and they got their belts on there. You can actually become like an 8-time champion on this game. They really got this game set up nice, like Pacquiao did.
Damn.
You can get tired if you don't train. If you don't train right in the mode of character when you're building your fighter actually gains weight and gets fat. It's really realistic.
So you could get like
like
you make your own fighter and it actually reads all that. That's dope.
Yes, they can get fat if you don't train right.
That's crazy. Well, I can't wait to play it, man. Do you know what it's going to be on
Yes,
PlayStation, right?
I cannot wait.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I think they
Xbox,
setting it up for the PlayStation 4. I think so. Yeah.
It's coming
All
soon.
right, Hawk.
Yes, sir. But all right, fellas, y'all take it easy.
Hey, man, good looking out for that because we just had, what was my man's name? Egypt, the producer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on here saying that they was getting things together. They got a couple of guys in this game too. Got Ricky Hatton.
Oh, you pulled it up already?
Yeah, I was watching the little demo and
GT
it looks
Kid, Atlanta.
What's going on, fellas?
What up?
So I missed the beginning of the show. I know y'all about to wrap up. So is the fight on, or has Wilder, Team Wilder, or Finkel came out and made a statement saying they haven't that the fight is still on?
Well, I mean, Bob Arum's saying that they're moving on. Sherry Lee Finkel believes that the fight is still on, and that Bob Arum is entitled to his opinion. So technically, as us as the viewers and the listeners and the readers of these articles, we're left still in the air a little bit. We don't know if it's for a fact gone
So
or for a fact on.
Finkel hasn't made a definitive statement. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll see what happens, but hopefully we're on to undisputed, man. That's all I got, fellas.
Undisputed, man.
Rosario's in the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They got a confirmed roster already, right?
Yeah.
Who else is up in there?
Well, Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one.
Bunch of ones.
Joe Joyce, Ricky Hatton, Josh Taylor, Javier Fortuno, Sergio Martinez. All right, champ.
Ben down to
Kick Gallagher. Oh my God.
Next up, Sports Talk. Yeah, check me out on Facebook, IG, Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe, like, follow. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Call him the champ, and appreciate you guys tuning in this morning. It's like 500 watching, almost 200 thumbs up. We appreciate you guys. You know, even the 24, sad souls that hit the thumbs down that might need some, a blood transfusion, haterade. No, just kidding. But yeah, we appreciate everyone, and the interaction does help with the visibility of the show. And if you just ran into us today, you want to tune in for the next show, guess what? We're on mornings, afternoons, even on the weekends. And, if you want to hit that rectangular box next to that bell, it's the subscribe button. Hit it. You'll know when we're going live. Hit the bell. It'll notify you when we are going live. And, man, thanks for tuning in. And will the fight happen? To be continued. What we could look forward to is the one that has already been solidified and is a super fight, especially for me, because my paisan, Teofimo Lopez, he hit me with the funky beats. But yeah, looking forward to Lopez and Lomachenko this weekend. And cheers. Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZIG. TikTok, haven't been there in ages. TBV, Alex Linus TBV on Twitter.
Peace.